Hello, everyone, to the latest Nitro F1 race in season 11. We were at Japan for the Japanese Grand Prix. I wasn't really sure how I was feeling going to this race. I felt like I was going to be pretty good, and Japan's really hard. Those S's are brutal in Sector 1. It's all about, making sure you hit your marks and stuff, and I think I found like a rhythm during my practice time of how to handle them. But it was a dry race or cloudy, so um, yeah, I mean, we've had a pretty interesting start of our season. We've had a second, then we had a crash at China, and then we had a podium at Australia just by pure survival. So, hoping for another good finish today. But here we are on my qualifying lap at the very end. Here you can see there's only 10 seconds left. So, people are putting in their final times, and Mahu is about to put his fastest lap on the softs, and he ran a 129.813, and I knew looking at my delta right there of where I was going to be very, very close. So, um, did a little cheeky, maybe a little cutting, but I just hammered it as best as I could, and I got second by 16 thousandths of a second. So that was a little disappointing, and I really wish I had that pole, but it was a good qualifying effort by us, and you can see the starting order. My teammate Gale starting P3. Then we were on offsetting strategy, so we wouldn't have any issues with strategy unless safety cars were to come into play. So here we are for the start of the race, and five red lights, and the lights go out, and I get a decent jump there, and then all of a sudden Mahu starts getting pulling away a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe I just had a little more wheel spin at some point, so he got a little bit of a jump, but don't try to do anything too crazy here and just fall in line because no need to try to make a heroic move through these S's on the first lap just because S's are way too hard to pass in. We jump up to lap two here. But Cameron here got a nice run out of the hairpin and takes a look to my inside, and then like I can see he is there, so I'm gonna take a wide line, I basically have to compromise my corner, and then the curve basically spins me out, and I was pretty mad because I felt like I was put in like a spot where I had to take a really odd line so I could give him the room because I thought he would. If I tried to take a semi-normal line, I would have just been turned. So um, it's a little annoying that I feel like that's not the first time this season already something like that's happened, and maybe I should race differently. But I had a little bit of wing damage, didn't want to take any chances, and just coming to the pits here, I put on a set of hards, and hopefully we go for a little bit, and I can make up some ground. Then maybe at some point get a safety car so I can get back on cycle and tires and stuff. So obviously at this point there's not much happening, but then actually LCS spun out, so you can see him right in front of me, and he misses the chicane completely, and he was having issues all race long. He was spinning out and doing all sorts of stuff. I wasn't really sure what was wrong, but you can see he was all sorts of tail happy there, and just trying to make up ground as I can. And then a couple laps later, you can see Joseph and the Alfa Romeo has spun out in the S's, and we made up another spot. We are now back in the points, and yeah, we're just moving along and just seeing if we can gain any ground. And lap five, the safety car comes out, and I decide, I'm going to come in here because I'm, before the pits, and I'm just going to pop on some mediums. But yeah, this is how the strategy goes. And then here we are for the safety cars restart, and I'm laying back a little bit just to try to get a run. I do get a run, but it's a little bit too much of a run because I'm gonna have to slam the brakes a little bit because I didn't want to hit Libert there, but I blow all my ERS and I get side by side with Libert there in the Ferrari, and he's gonna let me have it into turn one. So we are now up to P8, and I kind of know I need a safety car. Um, because I don't think these mediums can make it to the end. Or if they did, it wouldn't be the funnest experience in my life to drive at the end for sure. But coming a little later in the lap, coming to the hairpin, I go for a big lunge. I didn't really even attend to it; just kind of happened. I really don't know what happened if Jade just braked really early or not. I was surprised I even got there. I said sorry. I was like I didn't mean to do it. It just kind of happened, and I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but yeah, now we're all of a sudden in P6, moving up really quick. I'm just like, okay, I'm not completely out of this race yet, and we can still win, maybe if things go our way. And then I don't know what happened to MJ. He's like just decided to let everyone go by, I guess. And then I blow all my ERS because I'm trying to get ahead of him, and then he lets me go into 130R here, and all of a sudden we are in P5 after the horrendous start, and then lap 10 I've ran down Puck. Who's on the hards. I take a look here. I had no intention to go side by side through here, but I made him think about it, and it actually upset him, and it's upset his car going into these next set of turns, and just threw him off for a couple turns, and I was able to get past him here. But he goes for a lunge on the inside. I give him plenty of room, give him all the room that he needs, and then I blow a lot of ERS here, and I have the outside line, so I can get a little bit better of a launch. And now we are into P4, but I'm still in this belief that like I need a safety car to make any more ground up really, because I'm going to have to pit. I somewhere at in the race. But you can see lap 13, I can't really make ground, and then we go through this turn. It gets a little tail happy. You can see I swerve and just try to save it and hit the grass, and then but go into the inside wall, and then we DNF'd. And yeah, I was it just jumped out on me. I mean, you can see, you can look back, it wasn't much movement of the wheel, but it was just enough to upset me, and I was just trying to correct it and overcorrected. So just jumping to the end of the race, you can see the final results. Matt won, Chaffee won due to Bacon, Cameron having a speeding penalty, so that relegated him down to fourth. But unfortunate end to our race, and really frustrating start of the season, to be honest. And we'll just have to move on to next week, which is Singapore. I'm looking forward to that because the testing I've done there with like me and my friends, it's been very good so far. My pace seems really good there. So um, rough race. Hope next week's better, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.